Alright, so today we're going to try something. I'm not sure how well it's going to go. We're going to give it a shot though. I've got my Kobe 22-inch LED TV. I've got my flat panel RCA antenna, and my plan is to mount it right here in between these curtains on this little beam. So what I got for it was a trip light little wall mount that swivels in and out. So it should work out pretty well. This will hold between 13-inch and 27-inch TVs. All the hardware's inside, so we're going to give that a go. So the plan is for the TV to mount right around here. And that way when it can swivel out here and all that kind of stuff. So that way if I'm in bed sleeping, I can do that. Or I can pull it out and turn it this way if we're tailgating. So anyways, that's the plan. It should be able to go right there. I'll take the base off once I mount it. I'm not worried about the weight. The weight should be just fine. It holds by 6 screws, and this is metal right here. So hoping it'll be okay. If not, then we'll try it again with a smaller TV. Okay, so right here I have this grab handle, which is kind of useless because it sits behind the curtains anyways. I don't know if anybody will be holding on to it. It's not really actually in my way though, because where the bracket measures for where it needs to be is right kind of in between. So it needs to be right around there. So it's not really in the way. So I think for now I'll leave it, and if I need to I'll take it out, but I think I'm actually pretty good with where that is. So I think we're just going to go ahead and mount it, leave the grab handle, and that'll just sit behind the TV and not be in the way. Okay, so 6 holes are dotted where my holes need to go for the bracket, and I've got my drill with my drill bit. I'm going to punch some pilot holes in here for the screws, and then we'll take the next step. Okay, the 6 holes are punched now, and I've got my self-tapping screws to go ahead and mount this bad boy in place. And should be easy. Should let you know I got 3/4 inch just because I wasn't sure of the depth behind the wall. 1 inch may be too much, might not be, but 3/4 inch I think will be fine. So we're gonna roll with that. Alright, so all 6 screws are in now. Do not tighten until you have all 6 in to make sure you have the mount exactly where you want it. So all 6 screws will go in nice and tight now. I'm going to take in my screws to mount on the bracket now onto the back of the TV. I'm going to go ahead and just finger tighten those in and then drill them in once I have them all in place. Again, you want to make sure everything's lined up correctly before you tighten any of the screws, or else you're going to have some wobbly stuff going on. This little bracket right here should now just go right on here, and then we'll use the tightening screw on top with some rubber bumpers to make it fit nicely. I'm going to stick one on the bottom as a buffer, and then we'll go that way. This screw in here, I want to be able to hold this tight, and I want to make sure we're still good with the measurements that I fitted earlier. We should be good, but you always want to make sure. And we're perfect, guys. Look at that. We are perfect. Look at that. Just a centimeter between the light. Let me just adjust the camera a little bit. So just like a centimeter or two between the light and the monitor. So we're in good shape. So let's tighten this bad boy up. I think we're good. All right, I'm going to push this bad boy back. And there we go. TV is mounted, guys. And it fits nicely there too. For driving purposes, because this is not a locking arm, I have this tie right here. It's got the little plastic loopy thing. So what I will simply do is I will go ahead and go around the bendy elbow part, tighten this up until it locks in, and then we shouldn't have any movement while we're driving. I'm not going to do that right now, but just to show you guys how I plan to hold it in place, that is the plan. So let's get some power out here, and then let's also hook up the antenna, which I plan on hooking up. Actually, this swivels now, so let me go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so I plan on having this on the window part behind the cabinet here. I was going to mount it actually to the cabinet back over here. Hear that over there? So I was going to mount it to the cabinet, that way it's always kind of in window's reach. And then hope that works for reception purposes. Alright, so we got power. Now, let's go ahead and test it out, guys. For the power, once it's all installed, right now I just have it ran to an extension cord, but the power will route down and through the little cabinet down here on the Westfalia. Let me go ahead and show you down there. So down here in this little cabinet on the Westfalia, I plan on running it into here. That way I can just pop it into the electrical outlet right there, but you can't see it. Or can you? Yeah, right there. So that's the plan. Alright, let's give this guy a test. Only question will be is if we get reception over here. I live up in the hills, 3 miles up in the hills, kind of in a canyon. And we've got a TV, guys. We got a TV. Let me find the channel. I think that's channel. There we go. Alright, there's Fox. There's. Yeah! So this is going to be perfect for tailgating. Be able to swivel it out and watch some football games while I'm tailgating at the Raider games. My daughter's a Raiderette, so we go to their games, and this will be easy, so I can just, bam, plug it in, and go. We'll be good to go. Alright, there you go. There is a 22-inch TV mounted on the wall in a 1987 Volkswagen Vanagon Westfalia. Let's go camping.